more sensitive than they are. Like, I feel like you don't give people the credit.
Yo, before we dive into that, welcome back to another episode of How'd I Get Here podcast, the podcast for positivity, progression, and finding your own path. Ooh.
Gang.
It's your co-host, Mr. Brown, Broken Guapo, 10 toes down, big head up, and trying to make some money because the nigga ain't got none.
Where's your boy?
Funny?
He's like, I'm speaking my truth. Laughing my pain, why don't you?
Exactly. We were just laughing at the pain.
That's crazy.
It's real.
It's your boy Spez, King Aquarius, Mr. 20% Wealth Strategist. Oh yeah, I should clap for myself. Gang. So,
I feel like I have
this
to clap.
evening, see, you glad you got headphones on, don't you?
Yeah.
See, this lovely evening, we got another CT podcast, dope podcast. Plug this right here, Salt and Peppa podcast. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Which one's Salt? Which one's Peppa?
I knew you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna do
I had
it.
to.
I felt it in my inner spirit. He said he gonna do it. Who you think Salt and who you think Peppa?
Well,
Exactly.
Now I'm gonna be ignorant.
Exactly.
It's your girl Sault.
And your girl
We
Peppa.
coming to give you
No tea, straight seasoning. We're just two best friends.
giving our views
and perspective.
on this thing called life.
Hey SNP Fam.
Who?
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna let you have that.
That's dope. Yo, welcome. We've been seeing y'all doing y'all thing in CT. Y'all posted up in different areas. It's dope.
Facts. That's true.
Yeah.
She said facts.
Facts. So, before we jump into our initial question, tell us a little bit about yourself.
You just look like a priest right now.
He do. It's giving me real professional vibes.
Yo, facts.
I feel like I'm about to be in a hot seat. Like can the scarf come off at least? Like,
It's part of the time. I've never worn this scarf for warmth. It goes on the jacket. It comes like that.
Okay. Well, can you flip one end of it back?
I'll take off my coat if you take off yours.
Oh.
This is
a part of
It's a part of
the outfit.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Child.
Okay.
Nah, tell us about yourself. Y'all got a dope story. Welcome.
It all depends on what you want to know. You want to know us
The truth and
individually
whole truth and
or
nothing but the truth.
our collective story of together?
Both of them.
Yeah, whatever you willing to share with the
Well,
fans.
we've been friends since the 8th grade. That's been some time. I'm 21, so we can't tell you exactly how much time it's been.
Child, that's 18 years.
I'm about to
Do
say,
your
why
own
you hanging out
math.
with a child?
Child, do your own math. As y'all can see, we have very different personalities, and we're gonna have very different recollections of this story. One is preserving the youth. I am embracing the age. So.
She be trying to tell my age. I don't appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
21.
embracing
You haven't
this.
accepted that.
I've accepted that
got
I've
Benjamin
grown
Button.
in wisdom,
Okay.
Not
but
an age.
I'm 21.
Got it.
21.
Wait, so you're either... No, yeah, because if we all graduate around the same time, yeah.
Don't do that.
The 92 gang? Is
Don't
that
do
it?
that. Ha ha.
Gotcha.
She's not though. I am, but she's not.
93? Oh, maybe she's a year older. That's why she feels so type about it.
92, wouldn't that make her a year younger?
No, I said 93.
Child, I think we should just move on. So
Okay.
I'm Peppa.
The stress.
Yes, I'm gonna help you out, best.
Thank you.
I'm Peppa. I am 30 years old. I am a Libra.
How she help me out?
She set the tone.
I mean, you live in your truth. I'ma live in mine.
Okay, do you, boo?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I'm 30. I am an awesome mother of 4 children. I love them dearly. I have an awesome partner at home.
Awesome.
What else they want to know? I am a college grad. I am an author. I am a hustlepreneur, not an entrepreneur, because all I do is hustle. So yeah, anything you want to know, you could Google it because it's out there. I mean, Nashville. It's everything's out there. I'm a mentor. I'm a coach. I'm a cup filler. I'm a purpose pusher.
I'm a cup filler. That's my favorite one because
they're cup depleters. They know how to drain your cup real fast.
Yeah.
But I am a cup filler by all means, and I'm a purpose pusher. So,
what is that considered? What is that considered? I don't want to take too much light away from
which part?
A purpose pusher. That sounds
I push people to their purpose.
Pushing P.
I'm pushing P.
Period.
Okay.
I gotta get that on a hoodie. I'm
Pushing
pushing
P.
P. Big
So
Peppa.
I need $5 off of each and every one of them.
And then you got to pay the other dude who came up with it.
Right. This is a lot. I feel like I'm gonna change it. Pressing P.
Pressing P.
They can't say
like
they did
there's-
that.
So you ain't got to give no cup.
Yeah,
Pressing
I did
P.
that. Y'all heard that right? Pressing P from P. That's right.
Right.
It's funny because I forgot that they're live on their own thing. I was like, why are they talking to our cameras?
They don't even know you.
Word. Well, you got quite the follow up.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be nothing like that.
She
I'm
thinks
just letting
she
y'all know that.
don't
I'm very simple.
No, she got the humble flex. Come on now.
Well, my name is Chanel, aka Sault. I'm
Spell it for
21.
us.
SAULT.
Go ahead.
They spell it properly.
Yes.
Period.
Prince
But
I feel like that was shade, but I'm a little have it.
Is that where they said they went? Y'all went to Princeton?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah.
we rivals. But it's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I got a 6-year-old son. It's my world.
Boy, mom. We love those.
Yes. I am a licensed cosmetologist, barber, and esthetician. I'm an educator in the cosmetology industry.
Wow.
I hustle too.
That's a
that's
humble
about
flex.
It's a humble foot there. Yeah, that was so nonchalant.
That's a humble flex.
It's so weird because we're like really looking at mirrors of ourselves.
Yo, it is very interesting. It's very interesting.
I love it here.
Really?
Yeah, fuck you.
Wow. All right, bet. So as y'all know, well, y'all don't know, but we always start off every episode with a random question, right?
Gotcha.
So, and my question's right here. All right, so if you could consider one thing about yourself to be a superpower, what would it be?
That's easy.
That's real easy.
Yeah.
I got a gift of gab.
Oh. Okay, gift of gab.
Yeah, I could sell Alaska to Alaskan. The fuck?
Well, that's easy. I already live there.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. That's how easy it is for me to sell anybody anything. My gift is just this,
Of gab.
literally,
Okay.
and take it for whatever it is. But I'm gonna get what I want at the end of the day.
I love that. You use your gift of gab to manifest what you want out of life.
Nah, it's bigger than that.
Explain.
Like, yeah, you gotta speak. Yeah, this mouth, I speak things into existence.
Yeah.
But it also comes with the hustle. I'm not scared to enter no room. I'm not scared to use my voice in no room. This mouth has what is pushes me. So that's my superpower. A lot of people tell me this go too much. But I wouldn't be where I am today if it didn't do what it did.
Right.
Sounds like
You must be doing. You sound just like Jake.
So, yeah, this mouth. I mean, I don't know what I can say on this show, but I was about to do that TikTok. I mean,
You can say
I'm
whatever you
grown.
want.
I struggle a little. This mouth is grown. This mouth gonna get me what I want when I want. Period. Go ahead, girl. What's your superpower? Because I was gonna make a sound, but that was gonna bring us to our podcast, and that is not where we're at.
Listen,
Okay.
live your truth.
Oh, child.
I'm intrigued.
It's too much. It's too much.
What is
Don't
it,
ask
though?
her for no sound effects, please.
Nah,
You
live
ain't
your
don't
truth.
encourage-
Don't ask her for no
We're
sound
experiencing y'all
effects.
for the first time. What it is?
Wow. You know, they say the first experience you do just have to pull out all your tricks.
Don't pull out no tricks.
On the
Okay.
first experience?
All right, cool. Fine.
Don't pull out no.
What else?
Oh, nope, I can't.
So, what you think your
I can't.
superpower is? I don't know. Here we are.
Oh, this is fun.
We haven't even really started yet.
I already told you my superpower.
Oh shit! Look, y'all done gave me
That's-
too much
I
time.
wanna-
Now I'm like, is that a superpower?
What's your
Nah, why you don't
superpower?
second guess yourself?
No, I'm not. My super.
Never. Never had.
I kept it PG.
Yeah. I believe my superpower would be manifesting.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Like actively, so you can manifest whatever you want.
Yes.
I like that.
I've seen this happen time and time again. It's a little
Yeah.
scary,
See, that's
but
why you don't need that 10 bands.
Yeah.
You
It's
got
already
this.
yours.
That's
It's
Yeah.
in the trunk right now. Well, the trunk of the. But I ain't gonna go there.
Yeah. Okay.
it is. It's right there, right now. Pull it out. Thank you.
Hilarious.
I love this.
So
game.
we got the gift of gab. We got manifestation. Manifestation. How about you, King?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is the ability to read any room or any situation or any person.
Ooh. I like that.
Because similar to like you
You're
were
visionary.
saying.
I should have went first.
Yeah, because we took all the cookies. Like I could save you money.
I missed the 20%.
Get it right.
Nah, but it's like even like in my everyday work, everyday life, like I was saying earlier, like I talk my ass off, but like I come across, I've probably talked to about 100 different people today. You know what I mean? So it's like, and no two people are the same. So you got to make everyone comfortable, but you got to know how to approach people.
Facts.
And I take pride in everybody being comfortable around me unless I don't want you to be. So.
Well, we are the same.
I've seen it.
I told you there's a mirror.
Yo.
But that's one of my things. I know how to read a situation, read a person, read a room, and how to maneuver such things.
I like that. That's a fact. I've seen it. Master that. What do you think mine is? That was dope.
Answer the question.
Yeah, right. No, mine is definitely my intuition. 100%. I trust my gut.
That's a
more
good
than
one.
anything.
My bad. You did it. I had to do it. My bad.
Symmetry. Because I know myself very well, I'm able to read I'm able to read other people because my intuition is so on point. Like I could be blackout drunk and nobody can tell me something. Like if you told me I did something outlandish, I know it's not true because I'm not built or capable of doing certain things just because I know myself. So.
Is it that your intuition is always right, or you just learn to trust yourself enough to follow that?
It's synonymous. Like I have to be able to trust myself.
Because a lot of people be like, "Oh, my intuition would have led me here. I can't trust it," because they never.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I've failed a lot. Like
Okay.
There's been trials and tribulations, but I through that. See this young man here. I'm not 21, but I'm a young man.
21's gonna be the thing around here.
Fuck it. Episode 21.
Someone Savage come on the podcast.
Use the views. But shit, so, now that we had a little bit of fun and all that good shit, we were chopping it up before we sat down, and we were like, we're going to talk about this, that, the third, and we stumbled upon a very interesting conversation, right? And when J. Cole and Kendrick came out with the Black Friday edition a couple years back, so this question has always been on my mind, and then I created this platform, and look at that, I can talk about it.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Bless you, bro.
I just burnt
Shit
off.
was good as fuck.
I was just excited.
Hello, wait. Was that Burger King?
Chick-fil-A, bro.
We don't do fast food over here.
Oh,
Period.
Virgin.
Say that then.
Oh.
So
Burger King sponsor me. I eat you. Shit. Talk about we ain't doing no fast food. I'm trying to get sponsored. It's Burger King. Holla at me. Give me a free side.
Well, shit. Well, yeah.
See?
Well, no, I was gonna say Chick-fil-A, but there's a lot of controversy behind it. So Wendy's is cool, but we'll go back.
One of my good friends calls Chick-fil-A bigot chicken, and that shit cracks me up every time.
It's chicken. I take it. So the question that arises, I'm gonna paraphrase because as I know, can't quote shit. So Cole says, talk about it. If you want something, go ahead and talk about it, right? And a lot of people say, like, do you either talk about it, speak it into existence, put shit into the world, or do you keep things silent and kind of just like manifest it there? So let's start with that. Anybody who wants it, we should have got a talking stick. But
What was it called on Bring It On?
Spirit stick.
Yeah.
I was spirit famous. But yeah, let's go with that. If anybody,
I feel like you have to know who you're talking to. You gotta read the people that's around you and know who's gonna give you like positive feedback or who's gonna doubt you because they doubt themselves.
Ooh, that's true. That's facts.
Is It's interesting you say that because, like, so my dad is 63, 64, and that's, like, a total different generation from where we are today. So, like, there were times I would tell my dad, like, when I was playing soccer, it's like, hey, Dad, I'm going to England. Like, I'm moving out there. I'm going to school. I'm playing professionally. Like, that's it. And he was like, oh, but what about money?
What about this?
What about this?
that?
And I'm like, but, like, 99% of the time.
That is not our concern.
Right. You think of worst case scenario 99% of the time, that shit don't even happen.
Yeah.
And, like, there's times now that I tell my dad at 30 years old, it's like, actually, Dad, I don't even want that energy. You know what I mean? Like hold that. You know what I mean? Granted, I love my dad. I value his opinion. Like, I get it. But those are different times. You know, when they were growing up, it's like, okay, we took all the measures and thought about this.
Yeah.
And we didn't do that. Whereas now it's like,
Yeah, we don't got no rule book.
nah.
I feel like they had a rule book back then.
Nah, they didn't. They just had way less technology and like resources. Because think about it. If I needed to learn anything, I'm not going to the library today. Like,
Right.
No, we got our phones.
Exactly. Like, I don't know if I'd be that strong growing up like back then.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the library. She would tell you I'm that person. I just love the smell of books. So,
What do books smell like?
she would. I don't want this notebook. No, that's not for me. That paper is weird. I'm nostalgic in that way. I have a thing about paper. I'm very big on writing. I'm very big on all of that. So for me, it's to be honest, I wanted to get married in a library. I wanted to get married in a place of love books and
With
so
the
much
surrounding
history
you.
and
Yeah.
enrichment. That's where I wanted to get married at. But you know, some people say, "Nah, Shay, calm your vision down. Just be normal."
Nah.
So,
No.
so here I am trying to be normal. But yeah, I mean.
So,
I don't know. Yeah,
ain't
I
worked
love
out yet?
books. Yeah, I love the smell of books. I'm going to the library. I don't know about nobody else. I'm going to the library.
I feel
Phones
that.
is cool, but give me the book.
I'm not going. I've heard it, and I have to look at my phone because my memory's not that good. So it's funny we were talking about this, and it says people who love you can be the greatest cages from achieving your dreams because they just don't know any better. And I can speak to this because I consider myself one of the most ambitious people in my friend groups. And sometimes I say things or like the way I work, they'll be like, "Yo, you wilding, you doing too much. Like you need to slow down. Like your body's gonna like cop out on you," which is true. This shit happens, but at the end of the day, it's like I understand like what I need to put in to achieve what I want to achieve. And if you haven't seen it and you don't know anyone else doing it, like I really can't listen to your opinion. It's like it's just not valid. Respectfully.
And my biggest thing is like I like to talk, but looking back on situations, when I move in silence, I find shit works better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers that just be popping up, and it's like, yo, I ain't see you in a minute, but this happened, that changed. It's like, for me, I'm talking out loud to myself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? As opposed to sitting down and be like, yo, I got this new car, I got this, and next thing you know, that car is gone. You know what I mean? Like, when I was playing soccer, I had an agent, and this guy, bro, if I had $1,000 for every time he said, yo, I got a contract here, I probably would still be a millionaire. You know what I mean? But, like, I would always, oh, yo, I'm about to go to Portugal in 2 weeks. Never once went to Portugal. Yo, I'm about to do this. You know what I mean? But it was always because I would get so excited before. And you know they say, and manifestation is like a tricky thing, but you always say like, oh, it's yours, go and receive it. But do you have to wait till it's actually yours to
Announce it. What do you need to announce it? Can I ask? What are you announcing it for? Why does it need an announcement?
Why not?
And I say this because I've been through enough publicly, and I'm saying enough embarrassment publicly, enough ridicule publicly. Every failure that I could possibly think that's big and embarrassing happened publicly for me, and it's because I didn't know how to shut the fuck up. A lot of people don't need to know the moves you making, because if it does or it doesn't happen, you don't have to explain that to nobody. Because you talk about, oh, I'm about to go do this, I'm about to go do that, and 6 months, 9 months, a year down the line, baby, where's that? Now you feel like you gotta give this big explanation of why that thing didn't happen. You was talking too fast.
But why do you feel like you need to explain yourself?
But it's not that I need to, but for certain people, for this, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain to you why it failed.
To your best friend.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
but
valid.
Even if it's not to the world, me personally, I don't give a fuck what people think. That's just me.
Right.
But everybody don't have that. And if you don't have that, you have to be very careful what situations you're putting yourself into because you're opening yourself up to that. If you're not strong enough to handle the questions, don't put yourself in a situation to have to get asked those questions. You have to know, you know what, if this fall apart, I won't be able to handle this level of embarrassment. Mm-hmm. And that's just me. When the last time I got engaged and it didn't work out for me, I said if it happened again, my partner may be mad because I might not post you as much. This PTSD for me.
Right.
That's real.
I want to be like Issa Rae. Me and my girls decided to meet up on this day, and what do you know? We matching. Everybody wearing matching outfits because it happens so much because I don't know how to shut up.
Kind of wild, like
Look, I need to do
sweatsuit,
this.
jacket. All right, my bad.
There we go.
That's interesting. I agree. You said a lot, and like I'm a very logical person.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of. All right, so he says I malfunction because things like have to add up in my head.
You process.
Yeah. So you said that a lot of your biggest failures and embarrassments have happened publicly,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't care what people think.
No.
So were you embarrassed?
Absolutely.
How?
Because it's public. You can't. The feeling of embarrassment don't go away just because I don't care what people think.
Yeah, because
When do you feel
I
embarrassed?
feel like it's a self thing.
Yeah,
it's inside.
It's
of
more
you.
of
If
like,
I
damn,
feel
how could this
stupid-
happen to me? You did this, and it's not. It's like, it is more of a. I don't know how to explain it because I've been in different situations that I woke in different feelings, but that's just me being real. But I can say the last thing that really broke me, and the fact that it got to the point of me now having to explain. It's different when you don't have to because you don't care and you don't want to answer nobody. But when you are forced to
coming and
because of the
asking.
situation, it's a different type of.
Could you give a hype? Because when are you forced to give an explanation?
I can give you a perfect episode because I'm very transparent in my story.
Yeah. If you're comfortable with it.
I'm very. SNP Fam, y'all know my life.
Okay, bet.
How did we get here? Let me tell you how I got here.
I love this.
hold on, what's that little meme pulling out the popcorn?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm ready for this shit.
No, so my last engagement, you would think I was like looking at you would have thought everything was together.
Mm-hmm.
Got my house, the perfect person
Everything
who would
was
look like
going
it could be
great.
the yin to my yang.
Yep.
It was very movie-like, very movie-esque. I lived in that. See, I was trying to avoid having the meeting, right? But here I am. And it got to the point, you could very much say I was caught in a fantasy.
Okay. You were stuck in the honeymoon phase.
It wasn't even a honeymoon phase. That was our life.
Yeah.
That was our life, 100% every
Perception was
day.
reality, but reality wasn't what it was.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
27 days before what was supposed to be our wedding, I woke up to a different person. I don't know you. Literally, overnight. I don't know who this is.
That's
And
terrifying.
Yeah.
within...
It was very drastic.
Within that 48 hours,
Yeah.
it was, I don't want to do this.
Them or you?
Then.
Him.
No explanation, no nothing, because that came as a text. No explanation, no nothing, exactly. And me, I'm not the type of person... I've learned the hard way. Stop looking for certain answers that you may not be ready for, right? But at this point in the game, I need answers because now I have to send letters to guests.
Invitations was already
Money was
there,
spent.
solidified,
God.
everything.
So this is
Everything.
a situation where you're forced to not explain why you here, but this is what happened. This is what's going on. You can't go to the venue like, oh yeah, no. Well, what happened? Why?
Ain't happening.
To get your money back, you better give me a story. It better be a damn good story. You want all this money back? Tell me something.
Yeah.
So to have to face that over and over and over again, talking to vendor after vendor, talking to guest after guest.
Because it takes time
It takes
to plan
a lot.
a wedding.
It takes a lot. So and I'm telling for people, and I'm saying that situation broke me because any other time I could not care, right? I ain't gotta explain.
This time
Right.
you were forced to care.
And it's
Yeah.
over.
And you probably didn't
over.
even want to care. You probably just wanted,
I wanted
to let
to be
shit,
over.
Right,
Yeah.
but you were forced
I
to.
wanted it to die.
I guess I understand that.
Nah, for sure.
Cause you break up with me, Chai ain't no coming back. I ain't worried about you. Ain't no coming back.
But y'all would really just spend the rest of y'all.
It don't matter. It don't matter to me.
Oh.
If at any point I tell anybody, I don't force you here. I don't keep you here. You're not in jail here. This is not captivity. Any moment you want to go, go. Don't expect me to beg for you, plead for you, none of that.
I know.
If this is something you think is worth leaving, I pray you find better.
Yeah, that's real.
So let me ask you a question, and it's kind of based off that, right? So I was talking to a friend the other day, and she was like telling me about this new dude that she dating, right? And
Tell her to be quiet.
Don't trust them new niggas.
and she was like saying all the good things. Oh, he this, he that, he that. And I was like, so where's the but? Right? Like I see it coming. You wouldn't be speaking like this. And long story short, old boy was kind of insecure, right?
Huh.
So I kind of explained to her.
Run, baby, run.
I said, listen, everybody can have a, low self-esteem, this, that, the third, but insecurity is one thing that can never be cured. I'm not gonna say can never be cured, but it's one of those things that always like keeps coming up.
It's
right?
a task.
So then my homegirl looked back at me and she was like, well, you haven't been insecure? And I was like, I mean, at 30 years old, I personally cannot tell you the last time. They're like, well, what about when you were in this relationship and things weren't working? I said, yeah, but I knew it wasn't my fault.
Right.
I knew I did everything that I could do.
Right.
And it's like, I'm yes, I can still grow and I'm
Right.
still becoming who I'm supposed to become, but I'm sure of who I am.
Right.
I know what I can offer. So for me to be in something that's not working out, what am I insecure for? You know what I mean? Like I'm sure of myself, and maybe that's overconfidence. Maybe I don't know.
Not at all.
When is the last? Because you're saying like, oh, I've been embarrassed, and now I'm trying to think like, when's the last time I was embarrassed? But when was the last time you were like insecure in a moment? Because he was like, oh, so a girl never made you feel insecure? Yeah, 19, 20, maybe 21 now. You know what I mean?
I feel like I know so much about myself, every inch of myself. It's nothing you could tell me that is going to shock me to the point of insecurity.
What about you, Saul?
Oh, your nipple hang to the left. Cool, fine. I think it's supposed to. Like,
I think
Yours don't?
I think people use the term insecure too freely.
facts.
Because you can be like self-conscious about something. That doesn't mean that you're an insecure person. If you're in a relationship and you see something inappropriate and you say something about that being inappropriate,
Gaslight.
they'll automatically be like, oh, you're insecure.
Right.
Like, no, baby, that was inappropriate.
Right.
You shouldn't have touched her in that area that you touched her at. I'm far from insecure, but that was completely inappropriate to be in a relationship.
Right.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, okay, all right.
Yeah, because we came back in on the coochie grabber part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coochie grab.
I mean, that's
story
what
to
It
be
wasn't,
told?
no.
Stop! Don't touch me there. It's my no square.
Not my no square.
That's what my mom called it. Stop.
Really?
Yes, it was your no-no. It was so annoying.
So
don't touch
just
my
to
no.
play a little bit of devil's advocate, right? Because you said something that was interesting. We were like, I know I didn't do anything wrong.
I already know where this is going. I want to play this game.
But so, like, what do you mean you didn't do anything wrong? Like, you had to have done something wrong.
Facts.
Nah, because both of y'all agreed with him immediately.
I know my part I played in any relationship.
But you're like,
that ended, so.
both were like, nah, you ain't doing anything wrong. I'm like, wait, hold on.
No. So I'm in regards to that situation, right? That situationship. I was trying to kick it to old girl. Old girl was like, yo, I really like you, but they didn't want to be with me, right? And he was like, oh, well, aren't you insecure because she doesn't want to be with you? No, because I know I've done everything, right? Now, let's fast forward to maybe another hypothetical situation that may or may not happen that we're not going to confirm on this podcast while cameras are on. But that. So, say I was with somebody that I may or may not have hurt, right? I can own my shit that I did
Your portion,
wrong, right?
yeah.
I can own my portion of it and say, you know what, I might be ashamed of it. It might not be my proudest, my best moment,
Right.
but I'm not. That does not make me insecure. It's like, nah, fucked up. Players fuck up. You get what I'm saying? Like, that does not now make me question myself. Am I a bad person? Do I need to restart? You know, like, who got time for
How
that
do I
shit?
need to restart?
Like, nah. The Jenga pieces fell over, but guess what? Them shits go to fuck back up and right back.
Right.
We here. So that doesn't make me insecure. I might question why I did something.
Right.
You know, how'd I get here? That's a great podcast. Y'all follow, check it out. Spotify, YouTube, Apple, everything, all that cute shit. But you get what I'm saying? I might question why I did something, but that's not really questioning who
I am.
Right.
You know, because at this point, like, I know who I am.
Do you know who you are or whose you are?
I got a Bloomfield education because I don't know the apostrophes and the shit.
Is that
the
WHOSE?
who's, yeah. Who is, who was. I
That's
don't know.
too much of SNP. I'm sorry.
Talk your shit. Who
Was that a spiritual question?
Yes and no. I think it's me personally. I think it's a big difference of knowing who
Other
you
people say
are
yes and
and
no.
whose you are. So
Oh, who's I?
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I know who I am. Yeah.
Whose are you?
Like I told you, I'm a cup filler, purpose pusher,
So you're everyone's?
regardless. That's my purpose. I know my purpose.
But whose are you? Like, I'm not understanding. You gotta talk to me like a fifth.
What I'm saying is whose are you is not only knowing or being sure of yourself, but you also know what your purpose is and you're walking in purpose.
Oh, you're why.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yeah, got it. Cool.
Jesus. And he said classical magnet was our
He's
rivals.
processing as he's talking.
Got it.
So that's
Okay.
Didn't
Yeah.
y'all go to a technical school? My bad.
Didn't we not
But you
graduate
gotta-
with just
don't
a
you have to be a
diploma,
little-
but we got a license?
So you gotta be a little above.
Oh. So not
Oh,
only did
so
we
it was a
handle,
lottery to get into their Cal.
No, you had to take a
you
test.
had to take
You had to
applications.
take a test application.
No,
and
but it wasn't a
lottery.
lottery.
No.
No, it wasn't.
You
no,
passed
it
the
wasn't.
test. So you
guys, on the
felt
How
the
to Get podcast, we're not going to have dick measuring competitions.
No, it
We're going to
wasn't.
continue to go on with all of this beautiful shit.
They tested everybody.
We are going to segue into emotional intelligence because this is Spencer's favorite conversation. In regards to all this, knowing your worth, you know, manifesting, all that good shit that we've talked about so much, where does emotional intelligence and where do emotions play with that? Where does that
everything.
In every realm of that.
talk on the Salt? I want to hear you.
If you don't know how to handle your emotions, then your life will be a shit show. I've encountered people that don't know how to handle their emotions and try to put their emotions onto me and like flip it.
Project it.
Yeah.
Like, nah, baby, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know the feeling that I have. I know it's deeper than anger. I know that I feel like betrayed or, you know, anything in them lines to counteract what it is that you trying to project onto me. So you go figure yours out. I feel like I'm very emotionally intelligent. Thank you, therapy. So it's like I'm able.
Advocates for therapy.
See, but just to play devil's advocate, right? We do that a lot on the How'd I Get Here podcast. Where does like being receptive to, you know, those other opinions or criticisms or, you know,
That's in all of that though. You gotta have I could tell you right now, I never was good at taking constructive criticism. Even if I knew it was coming from a person that was pure love.
right, like
I was literally emotionally reckless in that area. Like, who you think you're talking to? Like, ain't nothing wrong with me. I couldn't even recognize a flaw in myself,
You used to
honey.
fight, huh?
All the time. Every day.
I saw the shoulders. I was like, nah, she ready to square
I
props.
told you I've been feeling like Debo since the gym. Upper body day be heavy for me, but
You just got that chain today, huh?
I snatched it out the streets like
she ain't
Like,
got
nah.
no M's in her name. Her name
That's
is
a fact.
Jessica.
That's a fact now.
Her
was
name
at
is
the-
Jessica. That's the crazy
No,
part.
that's my husband Montez, but still,
Oh, Montez, what up, Montez? Tez.
Yeah.
With the crown, though.
Tell my Tez I said what up.
I was gonna say that to you. Yeah. Hey.
I know my Tez hate me because I cut my hair, but that's the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T said that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yes, I've locked.
Oh, that's the full name?
Tez, yeah.
I know her as Taz.
There, that's it.
Sorry, we had a moment.
Wow.
Oh, that's the full name?
Processing.
You almost saw him malfunction. Right? Fucking smoke was coming out his head.
It was the neck went down. I was a little worried over there.
My
Yeah.
shit cocked like a dog, bro.
That part. Yeah, so you were saying.
No, but imagine if I didn't grow and get to that point where I can emotionally take in that constructive criticism to develop myself.
Mm-hmm.
I would still be in the same place I was.
Mm-hmm. What did it take for that though? Like, have you always valued Salt's opinion and constructive criticism?
In certain areas, yes.
Okay.
We move and think very differently in a lot of things. And how she tell me things and how I tell her things, we're not receptive to it. So it's like when we know it's something serious, I know I gotta kind of, and because I want this to resonate. So we know when we need to really focus and pay attention.
Go ahead. I got something for him.
I had to be told that I was wrong multiple times for me to be like, oh, I think I like that.
By who? Wait, I think I'm toxic, but
I just like to know where people feel like I'm wrong. Because if you feel like I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm right, I can give you more of like a backstory to break things down to now, do you still feel like I'm wrong?
Yeah.
So if you still feel like I'm wrong, then now we're just gonna agree to disagree.
So,
if I see your point, okay, cool.
Hold on.
No, that's what I'm saying. If I see your point, then it's like, damn, maybe I am wrong.
I think it is valid, and this comes. I don't judge anybody. I need to know these things, right? So a lot of times, how people were brought up, we all probably know this. So if I know, like, if I met you, we've had a conversation, I know a little bit about your past, maybe past relationships, your friendships, I can automatically deduce certain thought patterns and thought processes that you would have. So then I could understand, but I always, if I feel like there's a different perspective, I don't really care about right or wrong. It's like understanding. Yeah. So if I think there's a different perspective that you're missing out on, I'll just present it to you.
Okay. As far as perspective, I've learned that I don't feel like there's a right and a wrong. Yeah, like you said, it's perspective. But do I care about your perspective?
No, that's where it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like I said,
So
y'all probably value each other's opinions way more than ours.
I've learned that everybody said communication is key. Okay, well now we're communicating.
Right.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Effective
now
communication is key.
But still, do you understand what I'm saying? Or do you understand where I'm coming from? Because there's been a lot of times where you can understand where somebody is coming from, but you still feel like it don't make sense.
Facts.
So now that you understand where I'm coming from, do you care where I'm coming from?
That's valid. If I don't, I don't. Like, regardless, like,
yeah.
you feel
So
like
then
you're right,
that's when you really gotta.
I'm gonna let you guys know
right
right now. These next 6 months, don't ask me if I care. I don't.
Okay, till July. What's happening?
Nothing. I just feel like that's a good time to start caring.
Because it's hot out.
Nah, I just probably would just.
You need this time to just not give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. You gotta get that fucking in your system.
Yeah. In your. I feel like you meant to say it the other way, but I'm gonna let you have it. That yeah.
Nah, you need to fuck it in your system. You can get it out as many like whatever you want, but like
I'm gonna just say this slower. You need to fuck it
in your system.
Yes, there you go.
Because it sounded like you said you need the fucking in your system.
Yes, yes. That's what I think I make it read the other way, but I know what you mean.
Appreciate effective communication. So what you got for
That's
me,
just like the LMAs.
So
don't do that.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
You talking about LMA again? LMA, come on the show, please. Because
points were made.
Listen, I'm quitting because I did everything I needed to do. I done sold out. I got some to the cab. Look, I done did.
I got some questions for SZA. Like, we need her first.
Yeah, she's such a disappointment at this.
Listen, okay, real quick. Let's take a quick 30 seconds because I gotta speak my piece. I've never listened to this woman's music before. Before this current album, I was just like, yo, she bad. So I listened to this album. Have y'all heard it?
Yeah.
This is his new album. Okay. Typically, I would normally ask how you feel about it, but in this situation, I don't care because this is my feelings, right?
Respect it.
So she is literally what is wrong with like this generation of like dating and like.
Speak on it.
And
Elaborate.
it's hard because I only listened to it once because I refuse to listen to it again. She's literally the most toxic crybaby.
Nope.
Oh,
Go ahead though.
she's a toxic crybaby
Nope.
who doesn't take responsibility
Nope.
and like big niggas. I like that part.
That is a fact. She does.
I like that part.
She does.
Damn.
She
Everybody like
does.
big
She has
niggas.
made
Okay,
it known.
she-
Yes, that she does.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's wrong about you? You know her more than I do. I've only listened to one album, and I know like she got her body done.
I think nobody likes to. Go ahead.
Well, my issue, I just want to get our part out because y'all probably gonna eat this shit up. But my thing is like, motherfuckers go through shit. We get it, right?
Yeah.
But like my homegirl that I sit next to at work that I'm gonna talk shit about because I know she ain't gonna watch or listen, so I hope she does. She always like women like, why y'all just listening to sad shit all the time? Like I don't understand. Like
I can
that
tell you
part-
why. I
like,
can tell
if
you why.
You got your heart broken.
It's
if
very
you
low
going through
vibrational.
some-
It's
Right.
not though.
No, but it is because like
It's not. I
like,
can listen to Trigger today, and the feeling that I had when something
It's gonna
happened to
trigger
me,
something.
The
it
song's
doesn't.
named
It hit
Trigger.
different now. It's. I think for women, we go on an emotional journey with music
I mean, men do too, but
differently though. We do it differently, y'all. Who?
y'all sit in it. Y'all bathe in it, light some candles, put some roses
All
in
that.
there.
That's, no,
Yeah.
but,
All
that's,
that.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, where I understand you're going through an emotion, a journey and feeling the feels and all that cute shit. It's like, bruh, it's 8 o'clock on a Monday. Cheer the fuck up. Like, why do you right now want to go? Why is that the journey that you want to go through? That's why I worry about the next time I take a road trip with a woman because she gonna throw scissor on and I'm gonna kick both of them out the car.
No,
Because
not
don't nobody
both of
want to
them.
listen to scissor and it, like.
That's crazy.
Nah,
I
it's
feel-
just
That's crazy.
too, you know.
I can hit this in so many different ways.
I'm
do
not
it for
really-
me. Go ahead, do it for me.
Get him, Powder.
I don't know. I'm
Do it
not.
before
I'm not
me.
really too much of a scissor fan, so I don't know how
Well,
deep
then
I
let me
can go
talk.
into it.
Let me talk my shit like that.
The only
if-
thing that I'm disappointed with SZA in is she was like purely natural, and then she went and got these fake hips and butt that I just don't.
Face,
And
like,
can I preface? Well, I can't preface because we already started talking, but like, not to take away from her talent. You know what I mean? Like she's
Is
got a
she
beautiful.
talented?
Well, no, she's got
She
a nice
is.
voice.
No, yeah, she is.
It's
Like
fuck.
I'm not gonna
And
sit here
says
and,
she writes for a lot of people. You
okay,
wouldn't
I
even
respect
know.
that.
that-
I respect the pen.
You wouldn't even know. Her pen game is crazy.
I respect that.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and say like she's trash and she maybe her music's not for me. Like, cause you know whoever listens, well, oh that nigga says SZA suck. Like that's not what I said. So.
We'd like to clarify that
yeah,
too,
'cause
because you're not
SZA
about to drag me.
Right. SZA gonna hear this and be like, oh, that no-name nigga talking shit about me. And that's what we're not gonna do.
Speak
So,
it.
Yeah, SZA.
It's a no name for
You know,
me.
that's but go ahead. You have to say.
I find it so funny when women make music that it's not even saying this is what I've done, but these are the thoughts I have. This is what I would want to do. This is how I feel. This is how I want to react. And for black women or minority women, we told to be strong so much. And you talk about why we listen to emotional music. That's our time we feel comfortable to let our shield down. I feel safe crying to this. This
You
is
cry to
my
music?
hell yes.
Huh.
I cry to music. I scream with music. Hey, this is real. That is coming from a real. That come from a real.
Yeah.
On my way here, and Salt knows this. I have certain music that I listen to pump me up.
Mask
And
off,
on my way here, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. From planning a wedding, opening a new business, and I'm in a mode of don't play with me right now. Like everything is
Next
you
6
get what I'm
months.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it is.
it's like, why you listen to that? And it's just like, she's not toxic. You wanna know who toxic? Janae Aiko, and she don't get enough credit for being toxic. I love you, girl.
She's a born performer.
She's
So
very
was
melodic,
Whitney, but-
and you
I love
have
her.
to be very stoned to enjoy her,
love
and I
her.
love it.
Yeah.
I love her.
Beautiful
I love
voice
it.
though. Even
I love
more
her.
beautiful
Yes,
voice, but
she
yeah.
could just sway on the stage. I'm living.
Can you
But-
pronounce it again?
Janae Ackle.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it was Aiko. I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
That's how
I've
I
never
say
known
it.
how to say it.
Ackle.
Aiko.
Oh.
Never known.
I be with
Half
be
the
with a
time
lot
I
of
just mutter the last
Janelle.
bit of it.
You
so.
could,
Go.
you could
Janae.
know me. I hang with a lot of and know a lot of Africans, or should I say Nigerians? So
Oh.
that
She's
in their
Nigerian?
language will be Aku. So like
Okay.
Janae Aku. So
Yo, Janae,
that's how I just pronounce it.
Right, Janae, let us
Come
know.
on the show.
Yeah.
Let us know.
We just invite
How do you
everybody.
pronounce your
That's a
name?
fact.
Sansa got an invite. 21 got an invite. Eliminate.
Eliminate.
However you want to
Not
say your
you
name,
inviting the
girl.
whole
Come on
alphabet.
over. That's how y'all say her name. LMA.
LMA.
Ella.
I'm
LMA.
I'm really curious what you got for me, bro.
Oh, we going back to that.
Yeah, I knew you took note on it.
Okay, so we're gonna dial back to criticism,
Definitely
right?
bring on that.
And you guys were talking about like hearing opinions from other people and so on and so forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me and Spencer known each other what, 2 years, 2 and some
2 or 3
change?
years, yeah.
Right, 2-3 years.
Yeah, because I knew you about a year before the podcast.
Yeah, so, but we both we're both go getters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we both know that like we come from different places and we both have different things to offer to each other, right? So where I can say something to Spencer, he's not gonna take it the wrong way, yada yada yada, and vice versa, right? Start with me, because
Gotta look inward.
I feel like I can learn something from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it might not even be the biggest thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even criticism, like now I've learned how to take it. I've been an athlete my whole life. You know what I mean? So like I'm talking getting in
You
the
was
car.
taking it in the field every day.
Right. My dad being like, oh, why didn't you do this? Why? Nigga, we won. You know what I mean? But like I've grown to take criticism and I can still grow from that, right? But I can learn something from everybody.
Right.
Right? And I don't like to look at myself as above of anybody. Now this motherfucker here.
I knew where this was going.
Right? And I love Spencer, dude. I don't know if I ever told you I love you, bro. I'm gonna try to word this the best way possible.
Nah, keep it playing.
He's
Analyzing.
he does not look down on anybody, but if you are not on his level, I don't want to say he doesn't value your opinion, but you ain't got nothing for him.
Is there wrong?
Maybe I'm not. You'll probably be. You know what I'm trying to say. You'll articulate it better.
So I don't. I'm not coming. It's not even like I'm on a pedestal. It's just I'm not lowering myself for anybody. And there's certain people. It's like you can't take criticism from everyone, right? So like I don't know if y'all noticed. Nah.
No.
Because I don't know if y'all noticed. Everyone who's close to me in this room, aside from Jasmine, I only post on my close friends now. Like I barely post on my regular page because
I meant to ask you about that, but
yeah, because I don't give a I just don't care because there's so many unwarranted opinions, criticisms, and it's like I don't care where it's coming from. It's not coming from someone I care about.
value.
Not even a value because it's hard to like put a
value on it.
quantitative thing on value. But if I can learn something from everybody, but I know certain things I can't learn from my surroundings, right? Like you need to be in certain rooms to learn certain qualities. It's like I'm not going to learn how to become rich from someone who lives in the middle class. Because if you know how to be rich, like why are we both here?
Well,
it's like
the
teachers.
saying some do, and the ones who can't do, they teach. I know a lot of financial advisors
I do too.
who could give you the ins and outs of everything, but at home they ain't practicing it for themselves.
Well, I could speak on this. Something is staticky. It could be the Android. It was.
No, it wasn't.
Yo, sis, I ain't gonna hold you. You just put that there?
It was.
Low vibrational, high frequency. I'm joking. Yo,
Can you just put that
I didn't just put it here. It been sitting here this whole
wasn't
time.
that-
It was just close to the under the thing. Yeah.
You know
It's
what?
Okay.
Next subject.
so it's what I will say about entrepreneurship is different. entrepreneurship is different because if you're a financial advisor, you're typically working with people who are making a lot of money, but they have consistent revenue coming in.
Right.
Whereas when you're building your book of business, if you not talking to new people, creating value and solving problems, you're not eating.
Right.
So it's like I know everything what to do, but if I don't have revenue coming in, like
I can't do it for myself. Right.
Yeah. So that's why, like in the industry, I don't even know the percentage. I want to say like 95% of people like fail out of being a financial advisor because it's a lot, and you have to learn so much to solve such big of problems for people to make it worth your while. It's like I struggle with this, and like I make a joke of like there's certain people I don't want to talk to because I'm not gonna be able to help them in a way that they want. So like I need to talk to people who make a lot of money so I can just help them for free. Like I could give you free game because like I'm not gonna feel any type of that like I'm wasting time because I could be talking to someone else who makes more, who's gonna value my opinion and not question me on everything. Like why are you questioning me on so much and you not doing it? Like you're not doing anything better. Right. That shit drives me crazy. So